Hello, friends. Do you love to travel and learn about new places and things? Great! Then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun exploring the USA, the world, and beyond.
Hello, friends. It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat, here with my bestie Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. I'm so glad you joined us today as we begin our exploration of Russia.
Gracie, we're going to have to explore Russia in a couple of episodes. It's huge. Russia is the largest country in the world.
We most certainly are. Russia covers 1/10 of all the land on Earth. It also has 11 time zones across 2 continents, Europe and Asia.
Gracie, what's a time zone?
A time zone tells you what time it is in different places. Remember, the Earth rotates on its axis, and when some places have daytime, other areas on the other side of the Earth have nighttime. Time zones are a way of dividing up the Earth so that each place has its own time. For example, if it is 7 p.m. in Pennsylvania, it's 12 midnight in London, England.
Oh, I get it now. That's why we must always fix the time on our watches when we travel. Russia has 14 countries around it, 3 oceans, the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic. Because Russia is so big, there are lots of different types of land. You can visit deserts, frozen coastlines, tall mountains, or giant marshes.
That's right, and almost half of Russia is covered in forests as well as treeless flat areas called steppes. We learned about the steppes in Hungary when we saw the cowboys.
I remember. At first, I thought they were steps like inside a house. I had fun imagining how a horse could climb up them. And we don't want to forget about Siberia. Siberia takes up 3/4 of Russia. It's super cold up there.
It certainly is. Russia has plenty of water with 100,000 rivers and 2 of Europe's largest lakes, Lake Ladoga and Lake Onega. Another lake, Lake Baikal in Siberia, has more water than any other lake on Earth and is called the Blue Eye of Siberia.
Wow, that sounds pretty. Now it's my favorite time, animals. Because Russia is so big, there are lots of great habitats for rare animals. There are Asiatic black bears, snow leopards, polar bears, and these cute small little animals called pikas. Pikas look a lot like chinchillas, but are related to rabbits. Now for the best one, the Siberian tiger. It's the largest cat in the world. This tiger was first found in the forests of eastern Russia. Sadly, these beautiful cats are endangered. The tigers are also very gigantic at up to 10 feet long, not including their tail, and can weigh up to 600 pounds. There are only about 500 of them left in the wild. That's so sad.
Yes, it is, Jasmine, but people are working to protect these magnificent beasts. Since you covered animals, I will talk about people. Of course, there are many favorite Russians, but I will choose only 2.
Great idea, Gracie.
Thank you, I think. The first is Pyotr Tchaikovsky, who was a composer. He is very well known for his 3 ballets, Swan Lake, The Nutcracker, and Sleeping Beauty.
Gracie, I love going to see the Nutcracker Ballet at Christmas.
I agree, it is a highlight of the season. My other person is Leo Tolstoy, a Russian writer and novelist. He is best known for his books War and Peace and Anna Karenina.
I've heard of him. His books are very, very long. War and Peace is 1,400 pages, and there are 864 in Anna Karenina. It would take someone about 14 hours to read Anna Karenina.
That is a long time, but since it is a wonderful piece of literature, it is worth it.
Maybe when I'm older. But now, let's explore. Gracie, do you have a plan?
I most certainly do, and I think it's one you will like. We are going to travel across Russia on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. We are going to travel on the original route that will take us over 6,100 miles. It takes about 7 days to travel this route if you don't stop, but of course we will be stopping and exploring along the way. We will get the train right here in St. Petersburg, Russia's second largest city. The city is on the Neva River, just where it flows into the Baltic Sea. Since we're going to have some time before the train leaves, let's explore.
Great idea! The city is named after Peter the Great, who was a czar or a king. He hired people to make the city beautiful. I want to visit the city's oldest building, the Peter and Paul Fortress. The fortress is on an island and was built in 1703. If we walk on the ramparts or the top of the walls, we can see the boats on the river. Do you hear the cannons? It must be 12 o'clock noon because they're being fired. They're so loud, I need to cover my ears.
I agree, they certainly are loud. Here in the Cathedral of the Saints Peter and Paul, where almost all the Russian czars, including Peter the Great, are buried. Shall we explore the prison?
Oh, yes. On second thought, maybe not. This is a creepy place. I wouldn't want to be a prisoner down here. It's damp and cold and dark. Not fun at all. Instead, let's throw a coin onto the top of that log where that little hair statue is. If the coin stays on the log, they say your wish will come true. Yay! My coin is there. You try, Gracie. Oh, good. Yours is there, too. Now we will both get our wish.
Yes, we will, but no telling or it won't come true. Before we get on the train, look across the Neva River. Do you see the Winter Palace? That's where many of the czars lived. Now the palace is part of the State Hermitage Museum.
I wish I could live in a palace, but a train will be fun, too. Look at our room on the train. It's called a cabin, just like on a ship. What fun! Our beds fold down from the wall. So cozy. All aboard.
Time to settle in. Tomorrow is Moscow, Russia's capital city. It's also the biggest city in Europe.
Great! Time to get off the train and go explore. Let's check out all those red buildings over there.
Excellent choice. This area of Moscow is called Red Square because the buildings are made out of red brick. This small red brick walled city is called the Kremlin. The Kremlin was built as a fortress, but now there are important government buildings, churches, and museums here.
Ooh, look at that pretty building with the fancy round rooftops. I count 8 of them. One is gold, one has blue and white stripes, and another has green and white stripes. I would like one of those on our house.
That's St. Basil's Cathedral, and that type of roof is called an onion dome because it's shaped like an onion. You will see other buildings around here with that style of roof. St. Basil's was built by Ivan the Terrible for Basil the Blessed.
Why was Ivan terrible?
Well, Jasmine, Ivan started out as a good ruler, but he had a terrible temper and often treated people very badly.
Oh my, I don't think that I would like to meet him. But he sure built a beautiful cathedral. The walls are covered with paintings that seem to glow with all the gold on them. Another great decorating idea for me. As we leave Red Square, we must throw a coin over our shoulder for good luck. This is the second city to have a good luck tradition. I guess the Russian people like to be lucky. I'm hungry. Let's have a chocolate blini or pancake.
Excellent idea. These pancakes are often topped with butter or even caviar, which is fish eggs.
I think I will stick with chocolate. Before we go back to the train, let's do some shopping at the Gum, which is a huge department store. Look up at the ceiling, Gracie. It's made of glass. And I want to get a set of one of those babushka dolls. It's fun to open up the dolls and find the smaller ones inside.
Oh, you mean the Matryoshka dolls. They are sometimes called babushka dolls because the dolls are often wearing scarves like babushkas or Russian grandmothers wear. What kind would you like? I see the traditional ones wearing the scarves and even some fairy tale dolls. I think I will choose this set wearing the blue scarf.
I like this one of the Snow Maiden. She is beautiful. The Snow Maiden is a Russian fairy tale about a little girl made out of snow who comes alive. When it is summertime, she goes out and plays with some girls. They dance around a fire together, but as they do, the Snow Maiden melts and turns into a white cloud and floats up to heaven. Even though it's kind of a sad fairy tale, I still like my doll. Now back to the train. We can tell some pancake jokes while we ride. Ready?
Go ahead.
What's the best pancake topping?
Let's see. Strawberries?
No, more pancakes. Your turn.
How do you make a pancake grin?
I know. Butter it up. My favorite place was seeing St. Basil's Cathedral and the pretty onion domes. How about you?
My favorite place was St. Petersburg and exploring the Peter and Paul Fortress. How about you, friends? Don't forget to tell someone you love.
That's right. And come back and ride with us again on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello everybody, it's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.